It's time to review some more X-Force characters. It's Shatterstar and Domino. Hey guys, me host Super Sorrel, thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got! Some more X-Force characters from Marvel Legends. So we have Domino and Shatterstar. Let's start with Shatterstar. So Shatterstar is an alien from the Mojo world, the Mojo verse as well, which runs side by side with our modern day Earth. And he's an alien, and he's basically better at everything than us, according to Deadpool 2. Although in the comic books, it just means he's got super heightened senses, reflexes, and things like that, due to his being an alien and that. Where's my cliff notes? So yeah, it was genetically engineered and enhanced through physical capabilities, so he could serve as an arena gladiator, and he goes by the name Gavidra 7. So let's take a look at the figure. And we also have Domino. Domino is, well, she changes the look percentage more or less in her favour. It's her mutant ability. You saw that kind of come into effect in the Deadpool 2 movie, but obviously she looks very different in the Deadpool 2 movie. This is the more traditional comic book look of Domino. And she looks awesome in this figure form as well. She looks really good. I really like how she's turned out. She's also a member of X-Force, and she's actually one of the original members of X-Force. She did go by another name for a short while as well, I can't remember. I'm looking at my notes here, see if I've got any notes about that written down. No, I don't actually. But she was one of the original members of the Wild Pack team led by Cable, which became X-Force, along with like Longshot. Have we actually had a Longshot figure yet? I can't remember. I need a Longshot figure to really round out the X-Force group. Although we do have all the characters here for the 90s X-Force, including Deadpool, Bishop, Cable, Domino, Shatterstar. So we do have a good lineup here. I think we just need Cannonball as well. But let's look at these two characters and let's look at their articulation. So Domino first. Domino's head sculpt is really nice, and you can lift her head all the way up and all the way down. There's an ab crunch there as well to kind of roll her around on that ball hip. There's no break at the waist though. Her arms do lift up and do rotate at the top hinge there. There is a single hinge sliding elbow joint. Hands as well on a ball joint. Legs do lift out pretty far, as well as forwards with a top thigh cut and a double hinged knee, and the crazy rocker ankle pivot as well at the bottom there. But there's no boot cut or anything like that there. I do like her body shape though. You can get her in some quite nice poses as well with this figure, and she's very slinky and slender. We'll see her costume a little bit up closer on the desk cam as well. Domino as well is one of my, like I said, favourite characters from X-Force. I've been reading her single comics that have been coming out recently. She's fought Michael Morbius and lots of other people. It's really cool, her ongoing series. Shatterstar's articulation, guys, so his head can also lift. Oh, that's his ab crunch that we're activating there. His head does lift up pretty far, but it is hindered a little bit by his ponytail, as well as down, left, and right. These are all soft vinyl, so they just go over the top, as well as the shoulder pad and the cape thing here as well. His arms lift up and do rotate at the bicep with a double hinged elbow, and the hands as well do rock and pivot. The ab crunch is pretty decent. You can crunch him around quite a bit, and there's also a swivel there. Legs do lift out pretty far, a lot further than Domino, with a thigh cut and a double hinged knee there as well. Is there a boot cut? No, there's no boot cut, but the feet do rock and pivot. So lots of articulation on this one actually. He looks pretty barrel-chested and pretty cool. Now they both come with some nice accessories. Shatterstar comes with his two swords, which have just been painted with silver. One of which is like a double blade, as you can see here. Do separate that. And the other one is just a single cutlass blade. These are like a cutlass sword, and they do come with like dusters on the bottom as well. Domino comes with two purple weapons, which is like a big blaster gun here, which is quite reminiscent of her comic book guns. And then as well she has a sidearm pistol. I wish she had a thigh holster for the pistol, because we are forced to give her both guns if we're going to put both on her to display, which is a bit of a pain. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to pose them up, and I'm going to go to the desk cam to give you guys an up-close personal look at these figures. So let's go to the desk cam. Okay guys, here they are out of the packaging, looking awesome and posed up here. Let me know how you liked this style of review, by the way, with them already being unboxed. Now these are from two separate lines, as you know. This is from the X-Men wave, and of course Domino was from the Sasquatch range. Was he called Sasquatch? I called him Sasquatch. I don't know what his actual name is. It's that god-awful big monster thing from Alpha Flight. Never remember his name. Was it Sasquatch? I can't remember. But anyway, guys, here is Domino out of the packaging. I'm sorry my camera is having trouble with the fact that she's against the black and white on the door. So my camera's really struggling to pick her up right now. But she looks awesome in this form. I like the way I've posed her up as well. She looks pretty good. And, oh my god, I should have put them the other way around. There we go. The guns as well look pretty decent when they were on her as well. I like this this display piece with them, as it does look kind of X-Forcey and kind of a bit rough and ready, kind of, like atmosphere on that street's a bit rough. And that's, kind of the X-Force thing. Really like I said, how she looks and the style of the comic book character. Really struggling to focus. Oh my god. But yeah, the character is awesome. I really like how they've made Domino look in this form. Big fan of her in the comic books. Admittedly, only since Deadpool 2. I wasn't really a big reader of X-Force. I read more of the standard X-Men issue comics, and not really into the X-Force stuff. And then when I was preparing for Deadpool 2, I went back and read a load of new comics with the X-Force crew, and I actually fell in love with this style and how they portray Domino. And now she's got her ongoing series since the Deadpool 2 movie's popularity. They've given Domino her own series now, and her series has been brilliant. She's fought, like I said, against people like Michael Morbius, and she even had a one-shot comic book this year with Cable. It was like a what-if comic book that she was in. That was really cool as well. I do also have Hope Summers as well that I plan on doing as a part of the X-Force, and I've got the old style Cable as well from the X-Men wave that I plan on reviewing, so I'll probably do Hope Summers and Cable together as like an X-Force Part 2 review. Then I'll dig out my Bishop and also Deadpool and things like that, like my X-Force Deadpool, and I'll create a little X-Force team. Yeah, Domino looks sick. I love how she looks. But she's not the only one we're reviewing in this one, guys, so let's place Domino back here on the display stand, and let's take a look at Shatterstar. Now, again, I posed him up. I think he looks awesome like this with the two blades. I think it just really suits him. Luckily, my camera's able to focus now. We've got a bit of a different background there. But the character, again, it looks awesome opposite Domino with the black and white, kind of contrasting. Kind of like how these two look together, posed up. I like the black around his eye as well. I think that's a really cool sort of look for the character. And so, I mean, I'm used to more. This is like the 80s version of Shatterstar, right? This is like the old style. I'm used to the more modern one, where he's a bit more just regular clothed. Instead of being like this. I don't think he's been like this in the comic books for quite a while, but I may be wrong. Like I said, I'm not the biggest reader of X-Force. I'm only a recent adopter of that series, so to speak. So, what do you guys think? I think he's a nice character. He's got, like I said, a lot of like muscularity to him. Very barrel-chested, very heroic looking. So you can, if he was originally an arena gladiator as well, I kind of see why they've given him the two swords and things. So it's a cool concept. And like I said, I really like how it looks. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments your thoughts on these two figures. Did you enjoy this style of review where I review two older figures instead of doing them individually? Is that a good way of getting through some reviews, guys? Let me know in the comments. I've got a big bucket of figures over here, and they're all loose figures that I've picked up. Marvel Legends and all sorts in there. So if you like this style of review, where I review two characters kind of related, then let us know in the comments. In the comments. And I can definitely do this again, because I enjoyed doing this video today. So let me know your thoughts. And let's go back to the main cam and finish off today's video. So guys, I want to say a big thank you to Time Travel Toys for helping us track these bad boys down. They do second-hand action figures as well as originally boxed action figures as well. So definitely check them out. I'll leave a link in the description to their website. It is going through a little bit of a change at the moment, I believe, but they should still be there. And they're a great company that I like working with. I see them at most conventions that I go to and I always pick up figures from them, and they were able to hook us up with these two figures. So guys, if you are into Marvel Legends and DC Comics, things like that, and you want to pick up some action figures, definitely check them out. Guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this review style, and I hope you want to see this kind of style again, where I do two figures in one. Some of the older figures that I've got that aren't boxed anymore, that are just kind of been on display, or that I never got around to reviewing. If you're interested in seeing what else we've got in the collection for review, please let me know in the comments. And as always guys, I am your host Super Sorrel. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell and all that jazz, and I'll see you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you.